Hey guys, this is Don from hispattern.com. Today I'm going to be taking a journey from one of the more poor sides of Peru to one of the nicer neighborhoods. So let's see how it goes. Sure exactly how it works. I just know you can get on these vans. Typically they just go straight forward, so that's the way I want to go. And we'll see how far we get. The bus took a turn without me being prepared for it, but they went the right way, so we're just going to walk some ways here, take a detour to see a little street that I found the other day. You know, there's some really interesting things about Lima, Peru. One, like average rainfall every month, or every day of the month, every month is 0. So this is the second driest capital in the world, behind Cairo. There's also a lot of earthquakes. I didn't know that when I came here, so I woke up the other morning with the bed shaking. And you know, these buildings, they're all made out of brick, you know? So the first thing I'm thinking, I'm just like, great, I hope my building holds together. They do a good job though. Anyway, you know, also with the van bus that I was on, you only pay one sol. A sol is about 33 cents Canadian, so I don't know, 25 cents American. And when you realize they're paying the same amount for gas that we pay in North America, like, I don't know how they make a living off of that, you know? It's amazing how blessed we are to have the economy that we do have in North America. Okay, so this next street here, the name of it is Omicron. So we're gonna go check out Omicron real quick. Okay, so I'm on Omicron Avenida, Omicron, but to find street names is just about impossible. So I'm gonna walk down the ways and see if I can find one. I want a photo for my Instagram. So hopefully I can find one. I feel kind of awkward because I don't know the neighborhoods here. I'm over in the northeast of Lima, near the airport, sort of. But this area is very poor. You know, we're far away from any sort of mall or anything like that, or even the major metro lines. So anyway, every time I walk around, people are like, I guess they do the same here in Colombia, but not as much. You know, hey gringo. Stick out like a sore thumb around here. Okay, so let's see what we can find. Hey, check this out. We were able to find it. I don't know if you can see it on this camera yet. I'll show you on this one. Avenida Omicron. Okay, so our next goal then is to make it to the coast, to the Pacific Ocean here, at the edge of the city. Once we make it to the edge of the city, at the coast, then we'll follow the coast all the way down to the south side of Lima. It's really beautiful down there. I'm staying over in this side of town because I have friends in this area, and taxi across Lima can take an hour because there's almost 10 million people here. Yeah, there's almost 10 million people in Lima. There's estimated 9 million. We got a long walk today. It's going to take about 6 hours to get there. So let's see where it goes. Okay, it seems I have reached the airport. So I don't really know what I'm doing today. I guess we're going to try to catch another one of these little vans on the other side, and we'll see where it goes. Yeah, see, there's one right there, stopping for people. So, how cool, you can actually see the ocean from up here. Let me show you. I'm surprised there's vegetation in the city because it doesn't rain. Someone said the last time it rained in Lima was last April. It's January right now, so 9 months ago. They also said that people thought it was the end of the world when it rained. So I was able to take one of those buses down further into the city to the downtown, well, not downtown core, because the downtown core is not near the ocean, but you can see that the infrastructure, the building infrastructure has changed a lot. It's definitely nicer down this area, and then the further south we go, the nicer it gets the whole way. Okay, so we've made it to the ocean. I saved about 2 hours on the walk by taking those two buses. Still a long ways to go though. At least another 4 hours to get to where we're going. And then probably walk some of the way back too today. Let's see how much of Lima we can see from here. It's often very hazy here, but that is the extent of the moisture, because the clouds don't start backing up until they get into the Andes Mountains behind us. And see, there's this desert island over here, and then there's a couple more rocks there, and then the city just follows along all the way over. And our destination is over here actually. Yeah, so I think we're gonna walk along the city side. There's a big cliff that extends the whole city here, and the city's built on top of that, but then you can go down below and there is a walkway and a beach down there as well, and then there's the walkway, or mostly a walkway, along the top of the city as well. Lima definitely has a cool coastline down at the beach. There's all kinds of things for activities. I think that is an event center there. Soccer field, and then up here they have a park for BMX racing and some other type of activities. Further down, the beach isn't so wide, and then primarily you just have some restaurants and a lot of surfing, but nothing really more besides that. It reminds me a bit of California actually, because the ocean's kind of cold. You see all of the surfers wearing wetsuits. Something really interesting about Lima is there's no water drains in the streets. So you know, when I said someone was telling me that people thought it was the end of the world when it rained last April, you can see why, because there's no place for the water to go in the city. So I'm sure it causes a lot of mayhem. I noticed in one construction site, it looked rather old, but they had all of the cement bags stacked on the top of the building. So apparently that's safe around here. Hey, look at the birds. You can see, since we're getting in this part of town, things get a lot nicer. You can see the entire coast of Lima covered by this geoprotection material that stops the dirt and rocks from eroding, because that's all this city's built on, is this dirt and rocks. Or I should say the land here, that's what the cliff consists of. This mall here is actually built into the cliffside. It's really neat. You know, I always think of Rio de Janeiro, and I think of the Jesus statue, but it's very common in South America to see this, because it's also in Bogota, and it seems like I've seen it in another city in Colombia as well. I just don't remember which one it is right now. You might even call this part of the city lush. There's a lot of greenery. All of the blocks too that I've been walking by, same thing. Very green. In the north, I'm surprised when I see a tree growing. How is this thing living here? These guys here are the reason for all of this. This is a dangerous area to be walking through. It actually, the ground here actually stinks. Wow, that's the first. I got on a bus because we were walking for like 5 hours. I'm so tired. At least get a little ways this way. Okay, so we're now in the very south of the city. We started at 11 o'clock. It's 4:34. If you remember the rent complex, it's over there somewhere. Oh, far away. Not far. I don't know. Okay, so last thing, we're going to we're gonna try to go up and take a selfie with Jesus. The Jesus statue. He's right up here. Then we're gonna call it a day. Okay, I was just looking at the big Jesus statue up here, and it doesn't look safe. It doesn't look like if I were to go there, walk up there, that I'd be safe. So we're gonna try to find a taxi or someone else to take me up there. Maybe this guy can do it. ¿Puedes traerme a Jesús?
¿Arriba?
Sí, entonces volver.
¿Te llevo arriba?
Sí.
Ya,
¿Sí? Ok. Gracias.
Arriba, al morro.
Sí, arriba para una foto con Jesús y volver. Volver más, sí. Ok, gracias. ¿Verdad? Ok. Y ¿Esperes para mí 5 minutos?
Sí,
¿Está bien?
voy
Ok,
a voltear, ayúdame a voltear.
ok,
Levanta la moto.
sí,
Levanta la moto así para tú salir.
sí, está bien. Uh-oh. Wow, it's beautiful up here actually. See the entire city. Okay, here she is in all her glory. You can see the whole city. Check this out. I am living way over there by those little hills. No, take that back. See that little hill there? There is to the east of that, and then there's actually some malls to the right of it. And you have to go around the back side of that little hill to get there. And here's the rest of Lima. What's amazing, something I haven't realized before, is when you start looking here, all of these hills, I don't know if you can see that, well you can there, but it goes back further than the camera's able to show. There's just so many people living in these hills. I heard that's where most of the water supply is really lacking for the city, is in the hills there. Wow, look at that too. It's beautiful. At nighttime, they light up a radio tower. See, there's the music station. got a couple lights on right now. Kind of cool. Here is the mall that is built into the hillside there. I'm hoping there's an entrance so I can get back up top because I'm so tired I don't want to walk anymore. I really feel, oh man, the shoulder, my shoulder is almost popping out of socket because I hurt it somehow. Oh, it's terrible. Okay, so yeah, I think that sums it up for today. I'm really tired, so I think next time I go to visit somewhere else in Peru, we're gonna take another look